Hello everyone. This is the first video of Java interview questions and answers series. This is only an intro video about the details on what the video of this series will contain. Does not contain any Java interview question and answer. My pronunciation is not that great. Please forgive me for any mispronunciations. The views shared are only personal opinion, does not intend to hurt anyone's sentiment. Recommend discretion. Prerequisite. This series is only for those who already have some knowledge on Java. Without prior knowledge on Java, it would be extremely difficult to fully understand the questions and answers that are going to be discussed. I strongly recommend to have at least a little basic knowledge on Java before getting into interview questions and answers. In case you are a Java beginner, I recommend to look at the tutorial series to learn about Java. The idea the idea was to compile a list of Java questions with answers based on my experience of attending interviews and taking interviews as an interviewer, which would be helpful for the Java programmers in the preparation for Java technical interviews. These were questions that were already asked in Java interviews or most likely to be asked. This will help you in the preparation for Java interviews and I hope it improves your confidence. Caution. I provide answers based on my views and understanding of the question and the related concepts, which may or may not coincide with the others. I strongly recommend to acquire knowledge about the topic and the concept involved. Have your own interpretation and derive your answer. Your own answer might be better, crisper, clearer, and accurate. These are not the only questions on the topics. There may be plenty more. So, understanding and acquiring knowledge is extremely important to clear Java interviews. These questions and answers alone might not be enough to clear Java interviews. There is no guarantee for these questions to be asked in the interview. These questions might not be asked in interviews, and to clear interviews, these question and answers alone might not be enough. I highly recommend not memorize the answers word to word mentioned in these videos. There are plenty of chance memorizing can go completely wrong as one misspoke word can completely change the meaning of the entire concept. In an interview, I personally prefer to ask questions from the candidate's answer most of the time. And I had seen 70 to 80% of the interviewers do the same on technical interviews. So be mindful of what you answer. Interviewers look for brief, clear, and accurate answers. So, make sure to keep your answers short but effective enough to convince the interviewer that you have a good grip on the topic. In general, avoid way too long sentences that does not serve any purpose in your answers. Sections on each question. Each Java interview questions will have the following sections. Question: I will mention the related topic in case of a tricky question. While most of the questions are applicable to all years of experience, starting from freshers, some of them can be complex, which most likely to be asked for a person with a certain experience in Java. In case I feel like that, we'll mention the number of years of experience, like 3 plus means applicable for a person with 3 or more years of experience. Though I mention the years of experience, I still recommend freshers to have a glance as it may be asked in the interview. Answer: mostly the answers are universal. Some rare cases, the answers involve my personal views and understanding of the questions and related topics. Related questions. In case I feel the need to mention similar questions, this section will appear. Also, each interviewer have their own style of conducting and asking questions. So the same question must be asked differently. I mentioned 70 to 80% of the interviewers ask question from what you had answered. So in this section, we'll mention about the questions and the topics related to the current question. Preparation is the key to success in any interview. These question and answers will help you to have a decent preparation for core Java part of the tech interviews. Make sure to know the concepts and the topics related to the questions. Thank you.